Hey folks, welcome to Tuesday, the 18th of January 2022. Let's have a look at these markets. We've seen pretty significant downside across the European bourses this morning. The different things you could point to for that downside. Seen soft retail sales out of China last night. A bit of a slip and a miss there for the data. Probably leading to a little bit of this equity downside that you've seen across European equities and spilling over to US equities. But I think down to the 100 EMA on the DAX, 15,694 is finding generally support here now, looking likely for the bounce back up. Gold finding a bit of support, 1809s. Very quiet day today, but really we're going to look at this in the context of the week to trade. I think Thursday is going to be the better week to trade, given that we have some better US data coming out, DOE, all that sort of stuff. But there is one product that we must look at this morning. It's black, it's sticky, it's flammable, it's oil. Right, look at this. WTI 84s, 85s is actually traded today already on the upside. You can see bottom center of your screen. We've been looking at this 84's target. I've been talking about it. You've heard it, and here we are. This market is incredibly what we call imbalanced to the upside, and has been for, as you can see here, a number of weeks. There's weekly bars on your chart. And for me, targets 86, 80s on the upside. You can see that here. Sure, it seems like a far move, right? It seems like a far move, but a chart calculator blow up this 60-minute chart, you can see here from where we trade, that's really 2.4% up. Average range on this thing really has been about $2.50 a day. So for us to get up another price change of about $2 up from here, that's not really a big problem for this market. Yeah, look, oil, I think, supported on any pullbacks towards S2. Yet there is the overhang of the Iranian oil coming back online. But let's really live in the real world here. The context of what's happening is that there was 18 million barrels of the SPR released last week, and I think that was around this point here, right? So, we don't really need to concern ourselves with the re-addition of 1 million barrels back on supply. Sure, the 18 million is a one-off from the SPR, so why would the market really care? SPR releases completely priced in from the trade that we had in mid to late November, early December. Omicron also weighing on the market there for oil. But really, look, we're going up and we're going to continue to go up here. This market is supported floor 82.91s if you ask me. 86.80s is the immediate upside target this week. And I think we get there. I think we're going to keep going. I think we're going to keep going. So, do be mindful of that. Got weekly bars here up above. We are checking off some pretty significant areas on the up and the downside here. So, yeah, that's oil. All right. What's happening on equities here this morning? Well, we're going to get rid of the Euro stocks. You see the downside and the DAX. Seeing the DAX there here, though, center left of your screen. That is the 100 EMA. Thanks to Mr. Patrick in the Discord room for pointing out that we should get the 100 EMA on here and have a look at it. Good target, as I said, and then we talked about briefly how these things, you don't want to be sitting with a limit order on these things and sort of quite undefined risk, because it can blow out to the downside. Anyway, we'll stop talking about the DAX. Have a look at the NASDAQ here. Look, it's down back again, looking to test on the 15163s or 166s, I should say, in blue. Looking at the NASDAQ on the daily chart here, you can see nice buying opportunity. That was Monday last week, 10th, or sorry, the 10th of January, yeah. Nice buying opportunity, but then back to the 16,000 and selling off again. So, we need to hold now this market on the 200 EMA below 14,974s. Are we going to trade there? Well, you can see on the center left of your screen, that's where she is. If I go back to say a weekly bar here on the NASDAQ, kind of makes things just a little easier to see. And we were trading this at the time, the break of this up channel, right? And it is looking like the doji that we had last week may signal that we're ready to turn back up and lift heavily this week. Probably put in a high above what we currently have this week, right? Yesterday. Um, Doji is supported on that pullback area. Going back to the daily chart here, it's the channel has been broken significantly. Right, this up channel we have has been broken in a significant way that we haven't seen for about a year and a half now. So it's open range really. I mean, looking at protection at the 200 EMA is probably the safest area to get on the market. Booze on the daily here, and 45.72 low from down as well. The 100 EMA coming in 45.67s. I think a retest on that is due, and we can then probably look for longs at that point. But for me, it's a little bit speculative getting into longs and shorts where we sit right now. So do be careful out there. Scalping if you're on the long side, and indeed the short side. Significant 46.19 above target for the pullback, and goes down to visit the 100. Probably should do, but I think we'll finish out this week seeing support coming in on the 100, and probably place your highs back above 46.63s and out on the week. The Dow structurally not too different. Obviously, it is a lot more of a value play and bigger, beefier, more solid companies, cash earning, dividend paying companies in here. So when this gets cheap, really, it's indicative that people are seeing uh, cheap entries into companies that will pay a dividend, annual dividend. Easy peasy. However, 100 EMA does loom large for a test now. All coming all too quickly, if you ask me. But yeah, 35 293s would like to probably angle for a long there, but confident with the low on the 23rd of November, and also the low of the 15th of December, right? So nice confluence here on the 100 EMA today on the Dow. You can see that just not too far down from where we are right now on this center the right chart. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of traders think that they have to trade every single day and identify awesome trades every single day, and you don't. You got to wait in the grass for the good ones. Really, gold coming in here. Also, let's say, or the weekly bar. You've seen that 18,000 had been supportive really, probably last Monday. Now we're kind of come back to this. Well, it's here to see on the 1 hour, right? So we have this sort of you see this shelf area, which is sort of a nice line in the sand. It's derived entirely from the stepping activity seen here above the 18,000, and then I just paste it forward, and then I see how she trades, and you know, I do like it. I do like holding this line in the sand above the 18s. It means that it gives you a couple of different options to get long and buy sort of strength above 18s. You don't have to be just sitting here like a lemon waiting for 18s to trade and then getting wiped out. See the strength may come on or retest on 18s, and then you have probably another couple of opportunities to buy strength in this area. So you're seeing a bit of that coming in on this line in the sand, 1809s right now. So on the weekly, it's very hard to predict 2 seconds in the future in this market, in any of these markets. But I think generally we need to be cognizant that gold is steady netty here above 18s, has been for a number of weeks right now, and so I think a rip to the upside. But we need a catalyst for that. I think. Do we have to wait until interest rates hit the market or a rise on rates hits the market? Probably, probably, yeah, probably in my estimation. So not much to do on gold, but I do like the longs right now. And for today, should we have this dollar, it's bottom right of your screen, contained below the 95.3620. All right, that's it for me for today. Um, from now forward, we'll be just doing a weekly look ahead, and no more sort of every single day we're gonna. And I think that's better for most people. And if you do want to check in with the real time on what we're doing day on day, please do join us Discord channel. It'd be great to have a like and subscribe. And as always, only take the good trade. Have a good week.